What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review as the Gauntlet for the gold tonight to see who will be the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. They showed footage of last week with the mostly from Destination X of Jim Cornette returning, Petey Williams, Terrence Harrell, from the Lashley versus Matt Sydal match, Sanjay Dutt and Trevor Lee. They showed a lot, but when they kind of went back from last week, they pretty much had Dan Lambert and the MMA top team crew, or the top American team, with the American top team. They pretty much arguing with Jeff Jarrett, which I'm surprised is actually on TV again. And they kept arguing and cursing each other out with multiple bleeps. If Jeff kept saying, "Are you going to pay Lashley the money I'm paying him?" And they keep arguing with each other, and Lashley's trying to hold him back. Which I don't know, people think this is going to be a storyline now with Dan Lambert and Jeff Jarrett, since Jeff Jarrett's actually showing back on TV again, even though he's trying to remain back behind the scenes as much as possible. But I don't know where this is going, because now they're arguing over who Lashley's going to be with, and either, from who will they be with? Will he be with MMA or will he be in wrestling? Pretty much, personally, I think he should just do both, because he's a killer at it, both of them. But the thing that was really confusing about this whole thing was pretty much James Storm showing up, telling them the MMA guys get the fuck out of here and stuff, and they argued and everybody's yelling. Which we haven't seen James Storm since Slammiversary #1. So we haven't even seen him. So I don't even know how he got involved into this thing. He just showed up out of nowhere. But it was a new day, Bobby Lashley and Dan Lambert pretty much came into the Impact Zone. Jarrett and Lambert pretty much started arguing again. Lashley had to pull him away. Next thing you know, Jim Cornette is talking to the entire roster, saying Anthem has the resources and ability to put on a television program all over the world to make everyone a bigger star in the process. And this is a two-way street, and you need to drive and determination to succeed in this business. And Jim Cornette says, I've been part of every major wrestling company for over 35 years, he says. And he's even ran a few, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, just to name one there. And he's seen every excuse and trick in the book, and we're not getting any free rides here. You want to get your shot, you're gonna have to earn it, he says. So you're not gonna sit home and get a paycheck, or your own personal life's gonna be all over TMZ and thinking you're gonna get away with it. You need to conduct yourselves in and out the ring. And it says there's only 18 people here since Lashley was not here. He's pretty much getting fined for being tardy. But he says, it's going to be a mystery entrant tonight, including Lashley. That's 19 of you. And he says, when I see you out there tonight, I want to see chaos, alright? You're going to fight. Whoever wants to be the world champion, you're going to have to fight your way to be the world champion. So, he'd like to see some chaos out there tonight. Pretty much a good promo from Cornette. So, Cornette's always great on the mic. Hey, listen to his podcast. He still does it. And, I didn't say this last week, but, with all these Jim Cornette saying, personal out on TV, it's a lot of shots being taken at Alberto, pretty much. Multiple shots. Which is kind of makes sense after what we've seen in the past few weeks with the whole Alberto situation. And he is right about what he said. Now, did he pretty much bury him on there? Yeah. Do I know when Alberto will ever come back? I don't know. He's on suspension right now. I said it before. It was a very bad idea to put the world title on this guy. And this is the result we get from this. I think they just need to let it die down for a while, so it's best he's not on TV. But I see Jim Cornette, he buries him a lot. When you look at it, you can go look at last week when he returned, what he said about, he was fired, not suspended, and not fired, but he was suspended. And that, just listen to the promo, you'll know what I'm talking about. The Ohio versus everything guys, tag team, they went against the Heat Seekers, or OVE, Ohio, like I said, Ohio versus everything. And the match was a better showcase than it was last week. I think they didn't need to be on live last week. because you kind of really forgot their match and their debut, so they got a better showcase out there. It's a lot of kicking. I'll say that. I'll give the tag team time. They're new, so I don't know a lot about OVE, but I heard, like I said last week in the Destination X review, they said that they beat the Young Bucks in the ECW arena. So I don't know, but hey, you just have to find out and see if these guys are really that good or not.
It's history.
Jim Cornette was on the phone talking about finding somebody. He was talking to Eli Drake then, as Eli and Chris Adonis came in the ring and said, we got on the wrong foot last week, so let's just talk that out and let's talk about the numbers and stuff. And he says he wanted a different number, and pretty much Jim Cornette made a deal with Eli Drake. Listen, you don't talk for the rest of the night, I'll change your number. Drake accepted it, and he said, Cornette, you know what, you're gonna be number 2. So good luck out there. And then Drake yelled, that's the same thing. But Jim Cornette, yeah, he's the authority figure on here, which, like I said, has been really good in laying down the law. I will give him that. So now if he can get, well, yeah, we got Bruce Pritchard off TV, so that's one thing. We get Karen Jarrett off TV. Like I said last week, you got yourself a show, because Jim Cornette's actually doing good as an authority figure. No one be on TV in that. They showed the Gail Kim and Sienna match from last week. The return of Terrence Terrell coming out. Pretty much screwing Gail Kim out the title. Terrence Terrell came out there in lingerie, very much. A lot of lingerie with new music and everything, which I find it funny. Somebody said that you gotta remember, these two were in a very heated feud before, and they really had great matches. Even about 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, and they did that dollhouse thing. She pretty much left in about 15. I remember they was do this dollhouse versus beautiful people match. Some people said that, and this is actually true, but then she become like a born again Christian, and why are you being someone said you're playing a very highly sexualized character out there for some reason. So, and yeah, it was very sexy as lingerie. But Taryn pretty much, she says, why I decided to attack Gail Kim last week. We were friends. I showed up at her Hall of Fame induction, and you couldn't even contact me later on. You don't even follow me on Twitter, which she actually plugged her own new Twitter account. And we're leaving off what we did 2 years ago with that whole dollhouse versus Gail Kim thing, and talked about her husband Robert Irvine, and that she's gonna leave him high and dry and take all his money, and that's the same thing Gail's gonna do to the Knockouts division, because she's tired of the whole Gail Kim show. And we know you're here just so you can retire. Well, you know what? I'm here to help you on your retirement journey. Gail Kim pretty much came out. She made a beeline to the ring. Taryn pretty much got out the ring, which her top nearly, like, she had to fix her top really from falling off, because I didn't know if it could really hold up, because the tits was about to fly out there. But she pretty much got out, and Gail Kim was trying to grab her, but JB held her back then. So these two have had very great matches in the past, and I remember they did Slammiversary, like I said last week. I don't know if it was 2013 or 2014, but yeah, they have had very great matches before in the past, from the ladder match and many others. But we'll see what happens with these two during this feud, but they are leaving off what they did 2 years ago when it abruptly stopped. So we're kind of back to the same story then from a couple of years ago. Next thing, they showed a Gauntlet for the Gold, like commercial. Well, not commercial, but like a video in black and white. Everybody saying why they're gonna win. Loki talked about, I was supposed to have a single match, but it was taken away from me. EC3 talked about the Mario brother, Fala, Bala, Blowkey, and the Moose, and Richard Justice in this match. Eddie Edwards was talking about, I've had a shot at his goal before. It's better to love than love lost, but he wants that gold again. He had a taste of it before. Christopher Adonis went on to say, I have the best body or whatever. KM said he's undefeated. Braxton Sutter said this is going to make the most of his opportunity. And Eli Drake said he's going to win because he is Eli Drake. So it was a pretty much good black and white video. I'll give him that. Pretty much also a different style going to multiple wrestlers saying why they're going to win. Bobby Lashley and Dan Lambert came to Jim Cornette's office. Jim Cornette says, why were you attacking my officials last week? And Cornette says, I respect the MMA fighters and pro wrestlers, but you don't have a wrestler jump in an MMA ring. And Lashley says he's going to take care of it. And he asked Cornette, why did you take my title away last week when it was about to be given to me? And Lashley said, you screwed me pretty much. And Cornette knows the type of person Lashley is, and you want him to earn it. You have to earn your belt. As pretty much he told Lambert was giving him bad information, and Lambert saying that you guys are lucky to have Bobby Lashley. You don't even know how to use him. Okay, that's a bullshit statement to make right there. But Cornette pretty much says, how about I have the authorities take you out of here then, after what happened last week? And Cornette pretty much told Lashley and Lambert pretty much said, you gotta pick a side. You either with MMA or you're wrestling. Because that's pretty much which one you're gonna be with. But I don't know what it's Lambert and Lashley or TNA or whatever they're arguing this whole thing. Some people just think this is a pseudo shoot. I don't know what's gonna come out of this, but you're gonna see a lot of these guys on the show tonight. Taya Valkyrie pretty much had a promo talking about war and darkness, which is very different from what she does with Lucha Underground, with the Worldwide Underground of pretty much beating up guys, mostly kicking a lot of guys' ass on there most of the time, or mostly with Johnny Mundo through that her running Lucha Underground. And I know she's big in AAA. I don't know what happened with the women's title, but I don't know if she's even with AAA anymore. But Taya will be coming soon. So let's see what she does when she comes in. At least that's a good addition to the roster, is Taya. Greatall came out to say goodbye to America. He did his best to stay in the U.S. and he said he wasn't going to cry, but him and Joseph Park were out there and talked about deportation. And Park always gave him a lot of great advice, and he said he loved the people, which I'm surprised there was a grown man crying in the crowd. I didn't think it would be that serious. And she's going to miss a lot of things about this country. The mac and cheese, the hot dogs, the boneless wings, chili fries, chili cheese fries, sour cream, chili something. As Park came and said, you're making me hungry, dude, okay? That's cool with that. And he said thank you to everybody in America, as people saying thank you, Greatall, and please don't go. Next you know, Laurel Van Ness. No more crazy bride Laurel Van Ness, actually regular Laurel Van Ness. And told her she has changed. It's the happiest time in her life because of Greatall. And there's the peanut butter to jelly and a whole bunch of food statements. And she asked him, will you marry me? Which he said yes. And she kissed him. Next you know, Congo Kong came out. And then Shira came out. Now, a lot of people, I've heard this statement, and before we even move on into the main event, because this will be a long main event, the reason why they say Shira was out there, they say he took over a role for Tyrus, because I guess Tyrus really did leave, because I thought that whole promo video, I didn't know if that was a shoot or work in that, when he said he was taking a knee to the, being on the show, like I'm taking a knee, I feel like I'm not being used right. So there were a lot of things to that. There was a lot to that, and I guess Tyrus really left because he felt like creative wasn't doing right with him. And let me say this about Tyrus. Ever since he has been in TNA, I like the guy, but he may have a point. He does have a point about creative. Like, you can't be the bodyguard role forever. Let's be honest, ever since he had stepped in a few years ago, and we all know he does a talk show on, I believe it's Fox, with some other people. I'm sorry if I don't know the name of it, but you look at his bodyguard ever since he got here, from EC3 to Matt Hardy. Didn't look like he was going by himself when he won that Gauntlet for the gold. I think it was 14 or 15, that Bound for Glory. And, he was guarding for Matt Hardy, then he's guarding for Eli Drake. Then he's guarding for Bruce Pritchard. He was always a bodyguard guy. And then he was going to go against Congo Kong, which actually could have been a big match, but I guess he really did leave, because I didn't know if that was a work or a shoot in that, but I think it was a shoot and he left. So it's so long you meet a bodyguard. Like, you want to get out of that whole bodyguard look after a while now. But as for the segment itself, it was over. It's weird. It's really weird after looking at this whole thing, but Grado is over. This whole thing is over. At least we got regular Laura Van Ness back in that crazy, bride one. Jim Cornette was talking to Eddie Edwards in the back, and they talking about what happened, the ROH days and how Eddie Edwards broke his arm, and he said that's the guy gonna wrestle, and that the American Wolves came up and won the tag titles that night. And he said he's been watching wrestling for 45 years and talked about the numbers, but he said he believed that Eddie Edwards could win and become the world champion of, represent this company. LAX did another video as Conan pretty much talked about the income, which they were really running a business, how Santana talked about the tequila and beer situation, Diamante keeping these hoes in check and making the money out here, so the money was nice. And that Homicide, since he is not here right now on TV, Conan pretty much said Homicide is in Mexico doing distribution. So it's like they're running a business right now, like, in a way that they have multiple ways of getting money. But I don't know where, like I said last week, I don't know where Homicide was. I heard he's gonna be at the next tapings. I don't know, cause I just find it weird. Like, Homicide didn't even show up, and he's part of LAX. And they told Conan told Loki, we've been holding it down, so you gotta go out there and represent LAX when he wins the World Title Night. And, we all know the whole Loki situation about him leaving now, which that really confuses me, but I'm not surprised in the same way. Loki has been in and out of TNA for a number of years now when you look at it. It's like he's here 1 minute, then he's gone. And don't get me wrong, I was enjoying the whole Agent 47 gimmick he was doing, because he was really I thought it was really getting over. I still think it's crazy that this man is wrestling in a suit, but I don't know why he left, because of creative purposes. And yeah, I would understand if it was the whole him supposed to get a world title shot against Alberto, but when Alberto got in trouble, they changed the one-on-one thing. I don't know any other story behind it. Really, I'm still trying to figure that out. But some people compare Loki and Austin Aries to each other, because some people think that both of them have egos. And I've heard a lot of stories about Loki, where he comes in and out of companies and always has an attitude, because I guess things don't go his way. But Loki, I was enjoying him, and it didn't even last that long when he was on here. So I'm like, well, I could have stuck it out somehow, but I just heard they say he left. He wanted his release or something, and he was gone, and that kind of makes LAX a less member, which I'm really got pissed about, because I've enjoyed Loki ever since he came back. I really did. So I really thought it was really weird that he just up and gone. But I don't know who he has beef with. I heard he didn't like Jim Cornette in the past. They've had problems, but I don't know if that plays in today. But I really thought it was weird that he left. The Gauntlet for the gold, for the title, the TNA title, GFW title, whatever, happened. By the way, this is the second match on the show. We only had one match in a full hour. Everything else was a segment. First two people was Eddie Edwards and Eli Drake as they went at each other. Next thing you know, Mario Boccara came in. After that, Eddie Kingston returned. There's a guy lobbying him for right now, but he needs to be LAX. Kingston, he's got the voice. So Eddie Kingston was back. Braxton Sutter was next. Pretty much as the match went on, filling up the ring, standby wrestler Richard Justice came in as nobody in the ring wanted his help. And so EC3 came in. He was going to help him, but no, he kicked him in the balls and he threw him out of the ring then. Congo Kong came out and took out Boccara, and Eddie Kingston. Suicide came out and pretty much did a trust dive on them. Mahab Lashir came out and eliminated Congo Kong, which I believe these two have some type of feud going on right now. But Eli Drake did multiple times to save himself, as Chris Adonis came out there to help him after he was about to get eliminated. El Hijo de Fantasma, King Cuerno, aka King Cuerno, pretty much came out and a bunch of moves. Next was the debut of Johnny Impact, who got a big pop, that they say was the current Lucha Underground champion, AAA Mega champion, Johnny Mundo. Johnny Impact, he pretty much hit people with a whole bunch of kicks out there. Hitting Johnson with a thrust kick and a Spanish fly in EC3. He pretty much was going in, doing a whole bunch of crazy moves, even taking out Suicide with a body scissors and taking out Chris Masters by going into the ring and knocking him off the apron. And so Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo is here on TNA. So it's, by the way, so many names this guy has had throughout the years. John Hennigan, Johnny Nitro, John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact. It's a whole bunch of Johns in it, Johnnies or whatever. It's like a lot of Johns and Johnnies. So a lot of Johnnies out there. Garza Jr. came in. He was up to do that whole pants thing on Braxton Sutter, but it wouldn't happen. He kicked him out of the ring. And as the match went on, Fallah Bahh came out. They tried to get rid of Fallah Bahh, but Eli Drake and EC3 didn't want to do it. KM was out next. Pretty much brawl. Taiji Ishimori was out then. Next was pretty much Bobby Lashley, which was one of the odds-on favorites. Took out KM, Fallah Bahh, even got rid of Taiji Ishimori. He was pretty much killing everybody. Moose came out then as he cleared the ring. He pretty much got Garza Jr. did that pants thing on him. He got super kicked, but he pretty much powerbombed on the outside of the ring to many more people. LAX, well, Loki came out then, pretty much not wearing a full suit, but even had like gun holsters like Agent 47. Pretty much taking out everybody, and even did a one-on-one with Johnny Mundo as he pretty much did a double leg takedown on him, and he tried to get him on the ropes, but Key Game made Warrior's Way. After that, EC3 took out King Cuerno. Who else was eliminated next after that? Moose and Eddie Edwards kicked EC3 off the apron, which EC3 pretty much went on to say, fuck! They bleeped it, but he said, he was like, fuck! Loki was up to get the Dragon Sleep on Moose, but Lashley took out Loki then, so he's not becoming the world champion. And with pretty much 5 people back, Lashley, Edwards, Johnny Impact, Moose, and Eli Drake was going in at one another. Moose was pretty much hitting everybody with multiple, pretty much was a slide slam or a that Go to Hell movie does. But Moose was able to take out Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was on the top rope and drop kicked him off. His All-American top team looked very surprised. Eddie Edwards then eliminated Moose with a Hurricane Karada outside of the ring. It was Mundo, Edwards, and Eli Drake. Eli Drake was almost out there. He had to use his feet to hold on to the ropes. He went to spear for Johnny Impact on the ropes, but he went through the second rope, and then he pulled Mundo off, pretty much eliminated him. It was a one-on-one match then for Eli Drake and Eddie Edwards for the World Heavyweight Championship. Eli Drake pretty much hit a Celtic Cross after dodging a body scissor. Not body scissor, but a pretty much a cross body on the top rope. Pretty much getting the win, now becoming the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I've been saying this a while. I've been really kind of lobbying for Eli Drake to get the belt anyway. I think it's a fresh, new idea. Personally, didn't put the belt back on Lashley, but it's a new idea. It's fresh. We'll see how this goes. I have lobbied for Eli Drake to be the World Heavyweight Champion for a while now. So we'll see where this run goes for him, because I think he has a gift to gab. I do believe the guy can really talk and even have some good matches in the ring sometime. So we'll really see what has to go with Eli Drake being the World Heavyweight Champion. Well, he's going to celebrate his win was somewhat hard since they went back to the American Top 10 and Bobby Lashley. They tried to beat up another referee as Lashley had to break him up. So they still focused on a lot of this whole Dan Lambert and America Top 10 and Lashley throughout that whole night. You saw a lot of focus on that. They had to cut Eli Drake some celebration as he pretty much was in the ring celebrating with the TNA title, and the show goes from there. Like I said, I don't know where this whole MMA thing is going, but I think it's a little bit too much because we don't know where they keep saying, oh, Bobby Lashley's going to be here, Bobby Lashley's going to be there, he's going to be here, anywhere. So where does he go on from here? That's the question. Will he team up with his American Top 10 to keep bringing him, or he will stay in MMA, go and leave wrestling, or go to MMA and leave MMA, stay in wrestling? Like I said before, I think he can do both. So yeah, I don't know where else the segment's gonna go, but I did enjoy the Gauntlet for the gold match and Johnny Impact debut. Yeah, I just enjoyed the matches. Several segments throughout the night, so you only saw 2 matches, and that whole match was a whole hour for that Gauntlet of Gold. So I'll give you that right there. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace, and comment and subscribe and check out live reactions.